discussed something about scalability. Okay, this was one of the
Yes.
characteristics of cloud, okay, or advantages of cloud, where we call it out like
Yes.
it is being scalable, right? Scalable means it could be increased or decreased. Okay, or what I can say is scalability means that an application or system can handle greater loads by adapting. Okay, so there are
Yes.
basically two kinds of scalability. Okay, so what we do on the basis of load, what we do the scalability. Okay, for example, if we have provisioned a server in our on-prem data center, and someone asks us to increase the size of it, is it being possible for us?
Uh, with AWS.
Okay, let me ask it you this way. Maybe you have a laptop, right, which is having i3
Yes.
configuration, and
Yeah.
I want you to get this upgraded to i5. Can you do this?
No, because it's in the hardware.
Right. Okay. But here in AWS, we have the flexibility because it is being scalable. It is being scalable. So whenever we are required to get it increased, okay, we can get it increased for the to handle the higher loads. And for example, if we want to get the configurations reduced to save some sort of cost, then we can get it reduced. So that flexibility is being here. So scalability is basically of two types. The one is vertical scalability, and
Horizontal
second one is
scalability.
horizontal scalability. Okay. So if I talk about vertical scalability, so vertical scalability is it is like you are using one EC2 instance. Okay, you're using one EC2 instance of one particular configuration. Maybe I can say you are using T2.micro for this. Okay, and you realize like this T2.micro is not enough to handle the application load. What you decided? You decided to get this upgraded to the large instance type. Okay, this is also EC2, but what you decided to go with T3.x large. Okay, so what is this? Here you are doing the scalability from one instance type to another instance type, you are getting it increased, right? So what is this known as? This is being known as vertical scalability. Okay, any questions from here?
No, I got it.
Okay, now the another example is of horizontal scalability, which we need to talk. So horizontal scalability is, for example, you are using one EC2 instance that is of one particular configuration, and you realize like one instance is not enough, you need to have multiple instances of the same configuration. Okay, so here instead of one, you are handling multiple EC2 instances altogether. Okay, all of them will be of the same configuration or same size, I can say. Maybe if you're using T2.micro, all of them will be T2.micro only. Okay, so this is being known as your vertical scalability, oh sorry, horizontal scalability. Here, this horizontal scalability basically we achieve with the help of
With the help of
autoscaling.
more instances. Okay.
Yeah, basically
Autoscaling.
we achieve this with the help of autoscaling groups. Okay, multiple instance type, multiple EC2 instances we run at one particular interval of time on the basis of load, and the load when the load gets reduced, we reduce the number of EC2 instances running. So this is how we achieve with the help of autoscaling group. So one by one, we'll be taking this up in the future. Let me save this up. So now we're going to talk about the vertical scalability first, how we will talk about how we can achieve this vertical scalability. So now to achieve this vertical scalability, here we go. And what I'll be doing, I'll be launching one EC2 instance and then we'll see. Okay, maybe web server we can say. And Amazon Linux we can use. We don't have any problem. T2.micro we are using. And here we go to the key pair, maybe morning key pair we can use. We will be using this security group. Here we go, web server, 8 GB of GP2 or GP3, and one number of instance we will be launching, and I will click on launch. Let this instance get launched.
It's funny.
Okay, it's running now. So now what you realize, like this particular EC2, for example, you just go and in the monitoring part, here if you go, you are able to identify like the resource is not doing well. Maybe, this CPU utilization is getting higher. Okay, in some sort of time, you will be able to see the data, but you'll be able to find the CPU utilization is getting higher. So if it is getting higher, it means you are using the low configuration of virtual machines here, low configuration of EC2 instance. So here you some may be requiring to get this instance type increased. Okay, so here if we talk about this T2.micro, so what we will do initially to, as it is a scalable in nature, right? We can get this increase from T2.micro, we can get this upgraded to T2.large. Okay, how will we do that? To do that, initially we'll have to stop this EC2 instance. Okay, it's been stopped. For that, you will just go here to the instance settings. You will click on here, change instance types. Okay, once you click on change instance type, then here you can see. Okay, existing one is T2.micro. Okay, what you can do here, you can go and you can say, for example, T2.large. Okay, you want to get this upgraded from T2.micro to T2.large. So here, see, it is telling you here you had one core of CPU, now you will have two core of CPU. It is 1 GB of memory, now it will be 8 GB of memory. Okay, and these are your architecture EBS, network performance, architecture, okay, bus table, FreeTag eligible, okay, current generation. So these things you will be here. Along with that, you will be coming to know the on-demand pricing. So this is the on-demand pricing for Linux. 0.0116 USD per hour for T2.micro, and it is 0.0928 USD per hour for T2.large. And for Windows, the pricing is this 0.0162 USD per hour, it is 0.1208 USD per hour. So this is a costing. But see, like for example, we realize this is the problem. Okay, this is the problem. The instance type is having low configuration and we need to upgrade. So it doesn't mean we can directly go and get this upgraded in any organization. No, to have this there is a particular process, the particular process we need to follow. Okay, what could be that process? Let me talk about this. Okay, so the process is initially, if you are upgrading anything, you should have costing approval. Okay, because here what is happening, the costing is getting increased, right? From this much, the costing is getting
Yes.
increased to this much. So here you will be writing an email either to your manager or to your customer or whoever the authenticated person is who can approve this. So you are required to have the costing approval. Okay, that is number one. And along with costing approval, what you need to have analyze the data. Okay, and analysis you have to do, like whether upgrading of instance type is really needed. What and all are the processes which are consuming so much memory or CPU utilization? So that analysis you need to do. Okay. On the basis of
Yes.
analysis, you should be able to justify this. You can't blindly go and say, we need to increase this. No, you are required to have some analysis. Okay. Like what and all are the processes which are consuming so much of memory and CPU utilization. That is number two. Number three is once you are good with this analysis, first analysis you will do, then you will send out the costing approval. Third one, you need to coordinate with owners. Okay. Why will you coordinate with the owners? Because you need the downtime here, right? First, you will have to stop the EC2 instance, then only you will be able to change the instance type, right? So for that, here you are needing to reach out to the owners. Yesterday we talked about the owners. Into the tags, you will be able to find out the details of the owners, right?
Yes.
So you need to reach out to the owners like so and so activity we are planning. We are planning to upgrade the instance type from T2.micro to T2.large. Please provide us respective time period when we can perform this activity. Okay, that is number sorry, that is number three. Code that with owners, and
We
then
need
you
we need
need to have downtime. Okay, while you'll be coordinating with the owners, you need to have the downtime. When can you have downtime? And once it is being done, then you need to do the execution. Okay, so this is the process which you need to follow while you are upgrading or downgrading any of the instance type. Do you have any questions?
No, that was my question about downtime. So in the whole process, our EC2 instance is stopped, right?
Yeah, EC2 instance will be
Uh,
stopped. Okay,
okay.
so you need to reach out to them, and once your EC2 instance type is up, then you need to ask owners to validate whether their application is working fine or not. Okay, so validation is also being important. So
Who
execution
is
after
doing that?
execution,
Like
only owners will do
AWS?
that. No, not
Okay.
AWS, your or application owners. Okay, they will be doing this. So I can mention here one more process, that is validation. Okay. So then validation. So this is the process which you are required to be followed in any organization. So here we go and we already have stopped the instance type. I will just go here and what I'll do, I'll click and say security, sorry, not security. Yeah,
Manage yeah, yeah, instance settings.
yes, instance settings. And then I'll go to change instance type from T2.micro. I want to change this to T2.large, for example. Here I'll go, I will click on change. And now it has been changed. Okay, so now you can see this, the instance type has been changed as T2.large, so I can power it on and I will be good. Okay, its configuration has been increased. And now, for example, if I am required to reduce it, okay, from T2.large, I realize like it is taking more cost and I'm not utilizing this much of configuration, then what can I do? I can just go here, instance settings, I will say change instance types, and here I will say T2.micro, for example, micro I want to use. So here I'll go, here I will come to know the configuration, pricing changes, and all these things. So once I am done, I will just go here, click on change, and I am good. So now the instance type has been changed as t2.micro. And now what can I do? I can just go and I can say start instance, and instance is gonna be started. Okay, so this is how we can achieve the vertical scalability. If you have any questions, then please feel free to ask about this.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, fine. Now let's move on to the next topic. And okay, next topic is
So,
instance types.
one question by we
Mhm.
discuss vertical scalability, right? What about
Right,
horizontal scalability?
we'll come to that. Okay,
Okay.
it will, yeah, we'll come to
Yeah.
that. Vertical scalability, because auto scaling group is itself a different topic, so we'll discuss that.
All right. All right.
Okay, so there are different easy to install types which are being available at this moment of time. Okay,
The types like AWS, Linux, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat,
no, no, not
right?
that. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so there are different instance types available. What are those? Let's. Hmm. There are different types of instance types available in AWS.
Okay.
What and all are those? So those are of different types. The one is your general purpose instances. Okay. So what are general purpose instances? General purpose instances provides a balance among compute, memory, and networking resources. Okay. What it does, it provides a balance. And these are being used for web servers, gaming servers, web applications, okay, development, build, okay, testing, for testing and staging environment. Okay, these are being used. So, like, yeah, there are multiple examples of general purpose instance type. I will just show you in a while. Okay, so one by one. Next one is your compute optimized instances. Compute optimized instances are useful for compute dependent applications. It means the applications which consume more CPU utilization, more CPU, I can say. For example, if I just go here, I go here to the task manager, right? Okay, if I just go to the task manager, here I can see the CPU, okay, for example. So if I just click on here, then see this Microsoft Teams is utilizing 13% of CPU, right? 13% of
Yeah.
CPU this particular application is consuming. So I can say maybe this is one of the compute optimized application. Okay, but if I see into the memory, then it is also consuming much more memory. Okay, here I can also say it is a memory optimized instances. Okay, so in many of the scenarios we are able to find like there are few applications or many applications which are consuming more and more CPUs but less memory. Okay, then in those scenarios we will be using compute optimized instances. Okay, because they are consuming more CPUs. But if they are consuming more memory and less CPU, then in those scenarios we can say we need to have memory optimized instances. Getting my point?
No.
Okay,
Yes.
so
So
compute
for
optimized
example,
instances.
for
Mhm.
Microsoft Teams, we can say we're gonna use memory optimized instance because it's taking more memory.
Right, right. And also, it is consuming more compute as well. Okay, so
Yeah.
I believe we are fine. It is consuming both. Okay, so here general purpose instances we can also use for this. Okay, why general purpose instances? Because it provides a balance between compute, memory, and networking resources. Okay, it's a balance
Got it.
between all these three.
Thank you. Thank you.
So compute optimized instances are useful for compute dependent applications. So basically, I can say used for batch processing workloads, high performance web servers, etc. Okay, for them we use compute optimized instances.
Instances.
Third is memory optimized instances. Okay, memory optimized instances. So what are the memory optimized instances, right? So the instances which are useful for memory dependent applications. Okay, so like your dedicated gaming servers and serving engines, etc. So these are your memory optimized instances. Next one is accelerated computing. Okay, so what are your accelerated computing? So accelerated computing are your, I can say, not high, latest generation of general purpose instances. Like you have these general purpose instances, like T2, T3, all these series comes under general purpose. And
Yeah.
after that,
Yeah.
you have this accelerated computing, which are the advanced version of your general purpose instances, I can say, or latest generation of general purpose instances. Those are your accelerated computing. Okay. So they
Yes.
provide more efficient performance and all these things. In those scenarios, we use this accelerated computing. Next one is your storage optimized instances. Okay. So storage optimized instances are useful where large number of read and write operations are performed. Okay. Because in storage, we are required to perform large number of read and write operations. So store in those scenarios, what we use storage
Storage
optimized
optimized instance.
instance. Okay. So now what we'll do, here we'll go. Okay. If I go to the AWS console, then here we have something below the instances, we have something instance types. If I just go here, okay, and if I want to know about any particular instance, it will help me to understand how. See, there are total number of 865 instances. And maybe if I want to know about particular instance type, maybe I say P3 dot large. Okay, I can just go here and it will help me to know what is the pricing on Linux pricing, Windows pricing, what is network performance, what is the memory, which architecture it supports, what are the all other core CPUs. And here if I just go here, it will give me some more informations. Okay, here also it will give me some more bare metal falls, core CPU 2, current generation 2, here networking details it will give, storage details also it will give. Okay, ABS maximum bandwidth, maximum IOPS it can offer, maximum throughput, baseline throughput, all these things I will be able to see. Accelerations 0, pricing, this is the pricing for Linux. Okay, SUSE, RHEL, Ubuntu, every pricing is being here. Okay. Similarly, if you want to see for any other instance type, that you will also be able to see here. Okay, maybe I want to see about P3. Let me search. Okay, like this P3.2x large. Okay, so here we will be able to see 8 core CPU, 61 GB of memory is here, and this is the costing. If I just go to accelerators, here I am able to see, okay, GPUs, GPU memory, okay, because this is the accelerated computing instance. So pricing also we will be able to see, compute also we will be able to see, networking details, all these things we will be able to see here. Now, how will you come to know whether this is a compute optimized instances, okay, or memory optimized
Yeah,
instance or accelerated, right?
yeah. I
So
was I was about to ask that question.
mm, so for that, what we'll go do, okay, we'll just go here uh, to the browser, and we will say instance types in AWS, and we'll search it out. While we'll search it out, we will click on this particular link, and here we will go. Okay, so here if we go to Amazon instance types, here we are able to see, okay, general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, accelerated storage, and AWS has also introduced this HPC optimized. Okay, so this is a high performance computing instance used to be, for high performance of running HPC workload at scale on AWS. Okay, so this HPC is also being introduced by AWS. Mm, Now, if we talk about the general purpose instances, then here we can see these are the different types of general purpose instances. If I just click on, for example, T2 or T3, okay, in T3 itself, we have multiple instance types available. T3.nano, micro, small, T3.medium, T3.large. These are the core of CPU. These are the memories which are available. Storage is supported by supported EBS only, and network performance is up to 5. This is how it is. Next one is if you want to have a look into compute optimized, these are the compute optimized instances available. If you want to have a look into memory optimized, these are the memory optimized instances. Similarly, accelerated computing, these are, and in, yeah, here we are able to see, okay, these are the accelerated computing one. So now if you look into the storage optimized, these are the storage optimized one, which are being available to us. These are the HPC optimized. So this is how it is. Okay, these are the different types of instance types available in.
God. Your screen is frozen by.
Hello.